Good day everyone. My name is Leslie Tilarse from BSED Mathematics 3A, and today I will continue the discussion about social literacy. But I will focus only on the social skills because the two other reporters will continue the entire discussion. So now, let's talk about social skills. What do you mean by the word social skills? So, by the given definition, it is defined in literature as the ability to interact with others, which means two or more people are interacting to each other and having a conversation. And given a social context in specific ways that are socially acceptable or valued at the same time, personally beneficial, mutually beneficial, and primarily beneficial to the others. Which means when you are having a conversation with two or more people or interacting with them, you are not the only benefits from it. You also mutually beneficial and also the primarily beneficial to the others. Now, let's proceed to the types of social skills that the children must be mastered. So, it's stated in the next slide that there are several types of social skills that must be mastered for a child to be socially adept. This range from the ability to initiate, maintain, and end a conversation to reading social signals to more complex skills such as solving problems and resolving conflict. So there are 8 social skills that the children must be mastered because the children must know how to develop their social skills or communicating skills to the others because they will know how to start a conversation and how to end a conversation. Now, let's proceed to the 8 social skills of the children that they master.
Number 1 that the children must be mastered is to greet or greetings. So we all know that the first step to have a conversation is to greet someone. And we are not just only saying hi, hello, or how are you in greetings. So we also include our facial expressions, the tone of our voice, and also the gestures such as nod or wave. Because this way, we can show them on how we are going to initiate them to start a conversation. Next is initiating conversation. After you have greeted someone, you usually have a conversation with them. In order to carry a conversation, a child must be able to initiate the conversation, maintain it, and close it appropriately. This requires good listening and attentional skills, as well as the ability to take turns and probe for missing information. Because when we are not going to initiate a conversation with the other people, 2 or more people will feel boring. They will not know how to start a conversation, and they will not know how to end a conversation because 1 or 2 persons is not talking to each other. So it is the best way to initiate a conversation for you to have a social skills to each other. It is not only by 2 persons but also in a group that you are having a conversation. For the third one, it is the understanding the listener. Once a conversation is initiated, in order to maintain it, it is important to understand the audience you are talking to. Children with social inability often have difficulty adapting what they say to their listener. A socially adept child quickly and unconsciously identifies and categorizes his listener. It also measures what she planned to say against the anticipated response of the listener, and then proceeds, alters, or avoids what she had planned to say. So it is also important that the children must be mastered because we all know children has also difficulty in understanding what the adults say, and also it could be also in the same age as them because some of their words cannot be pronounced correctly, or maybe some of their terms is not just the same as the other people know. So they need to they need to do a proper um, speaking, and also the other one has a proper listening. The fourth one is empathizing. It is stated there that it is more than perspective taking. It means that one is able to feel what the other person feels. Empathy allows one to really connect with other people. Adult children often think of the children who lack empathy as mean, unkind, or self-centered. So empathy, it includes our emotional or the feelings of the person who are you talking to, or the person who are talking. So when we have a conversation, sometimes it could be an emotional because it could be emotional because we can identify it by their facial expressions, by their tones, and how they feel to relay a conversation. So also it is also children must be mastered because they can control how to speak to the other people when they felt that the other person is sad or angry or happy. So they need to know what the other will feel in having a conversation. Next is reading social cues. Cues are hints and signals that guide us to the next thing to say or to do. Social cues can be verbal or nonverbal. Verbal cues are words that the other person is saying. Tone of voice is an important part of the verbal cues. Good detectives pay very close attention to nonverbal cues. The example of nonverbal cues is their facial expression. When having a conversation, maybe some of them gets angry or gets sad. So the person who is listening must also have a hint that the person is angry or sad, and they will know how to do next thing. For that they will not be offended, or they can't hurt other people or their feelings. So they need to read their emotional or the emotional and also they need to listen well for them to able to identify if the mood is being changed. The sixth one is previewing or planning. A conversation also requires that one previews or thinks about what effect the words or actions may have on the listener before she says or does them. If the impact will be negative, one can adjust what she might say or do. So it is very important to the people who are having a conversation to be an observant in what they are going to say to the other people, because it might be offended them or it can hurt feelings to the other people. So you need to think if the conversation is what will be the result. It could be a positive or a negative result. So you need to be observant. You need to plan what you are going to say or what you are going to do with the other people who are you talking. Next is problem solving. Problems and conflict are often part of social interactions. Someone may not agree, gets angry, insults, and become aggressive at something that one says. How one can react to these problems depends on how good her problem solving skills are. Conflict cannot be avoided and are often necessary to clean the air, turning a conflict from a win to lose situation to a win-win. And this requires negotiation and compromise, give and take the result in a situation where all parties can live and help maintain friendships. So problem solving is not only particularly in mathematics, it also in conversation. So we all know conflicts are always there in having a conversation because some of them may be insult or angry, or someone is not agree to the person who say something. So the best way to do is to change another topic, or just be calm and be be good to the person who are you talking to. Just saying it was just a mistake, or it was it was not your intention to do, or maybe the person is misinterpret what you are saying. The last social skills that the children must be mastered is to apologize. Everyone makes mistakes, and a person with good social skills is confident enough to make an apology for her or his error. This is courageous act and is the quickest or easiest way to correct social blunder. Apologizing is a sign of humble and mature character who has committed mistakes. So if you know that you have said a mistake, or you know that you hurt someone, you just need to apologize for you to have to build a good friendship with the other people. And apologizing is not a big deal to everyone. So you just need to apologize if you know that you commit a mistakes, and you are sincerely apologizing to the people who are you talking.
Let's end my presentation about the social skills. And now let's proceed to the next reporter, who is Manny Duarte, who will tackle about the role of parents and teachers in teaching social skills to children. Again, I am Leslie Tilarce from Bised Mathematics 3A. Thank you.